Hey guys, how you doing? Well, this video I'm devoting to my situation. And when we went into shutdown mode during the quarantine, I was basically quarantined to the room. And my body went into shutdown mode. I'm sorry. Yeah, when the building went to shut down, I went to shut down. Oh, that's funny. Okay, when the building went into shutdown, my body went into functional decline because I was not allowed to leave the room. I was not allowed to get up. Everybody was confined to their rooms. And so when that happened, all the progress that I had made in getting up and standing and walking and everything else, that all went backwards. But what's happening now is I have been suffering what I thought and believed. And I also just want to say that when I talk about Trump and politics and everything else, and psychology and sociology, I am not talking like a licensed professional, you know, like that one commenter said, "Oh, Mr. Psychologist." I mean, everything is subjective. Okay, for me, I think it's understood, and I'll be happy to repeat it. Everything that I talk about is subjective. What I see and what I understand. And you may disagree with me, and that's okay. Okay, I never considered myself the voice of authority. I never do that. I don't even want to do that. Okay? Okay? I never claimed to be the voice of authority. Okay, and what that guy thought, you know, when he called me Mr. Psychologist, I mean, that was, if he saw my videos and heard what I said, he would never call me that. Okay, I never claimed to be the voice of authority. So everything I say is subjective. My observations, my beliefs, and you are free to disagree with me. So anyway, with that aside. Okay. So, when I said that my knees were suffering from arthritis, that was based on my limited understanding of what arthritis feels like, okay, or what it's supposed to feel like, because I had never gone through it before, okay, just like migraine, okay, I know, and bipolar disorder, I don't know anything about those at the time. I didn't. When I would see commercials for migraines, but I never knew what people who suffered that were going through. Same thing with arthritis. And I talk to people, so I'm saying, I'm an open book. I'm always learning. I'm always learning. I'm a never-ending student. I'm always learning. Always learning. And so I would always ask questions. Okay, you say that you have migraines. What do you go through? What does it feel like? You know, and people tell me. And I've been with people, I've known people who suffer migraines. And they tell me what they go through. And with that, I have a better understanding. But I'm not going to know everything about migraines. I'm not going to know everything about bipolar disorder. I learned what I learned. And then I can learn something new about it. And then maybe a few months down the line, I'll learn something I didn't learn before. I says, oh, great. I'll just add that to what I already know. All right? So I think that guy was just very nasty. You know, and you know what you know. And you could know some things, but not everything. And he had the chutzpah to call me Mr. Psychologist because I talk about not everything, okay? Just my observations. So anyway, that aside. Okay. So arthritis. Okay. What does arthritis feel like? You know, and so I just called my knees what I've been suffering the pain was arthritis. Well, so I've been in therapy, and on that other video that you saw where I could not stand up, and it was a kind of a pain that I had been suffering in my right knee. And it's just, but, and it happens when I stand up. And it's what's keeping me from standing up. Even if they apply some kind of menthol type of rub, which they call biofreeze, okay, on my knees, to subdue the pain, I guess. And it works up to a point. Because I was taking cortisone 10, I think, when I was at home. And on my knees for arthritis. But now it's gotten worse. And it's like a burning knife stabbing pain in my right knee. And I'm a lefty. And now my left knee is starting to suffer a little bit here, but not as bad. So, for some of the exercises, okay, tried to stand up a few times, couldn't do it because the pain was so bad. So we would do exercises in the bed. And just yesterday, we were doing this exercise where I have my leg lifted and I'm pushing and he's pushing back to strengthen the muscles of the leg. Well, I would say we were supposed to do like 20 of these, okay? I got to about 15. The 50s on 14, 15, 16, starting to get painful, 17, oh, it's too painful. And by 18, I was like writhing in pain. I'm like, oh my God, no. Now I know something's really wrong with my right knee. And he could see it. He could see that I was writhing in pain. It was like, it was so painful. And he put notes down. But I spoke to the nurse practitioner because of what I tried to stand. And I told her, I said, because I have a pacemaker, I can't do an MRI on my knees. And my mom did a CT scan on hers. So I thought, okay, CT scans are, So I said, do a CT scan. And so they said, well, they want to make sure that if I lay there with the CT scan, that I'm not going to break the table. So they needed a weight, so they know how much I weigh. So they just now did a weighing of me on the Hoyer lift, and I'm at 602 pounds. All right, and so I lost about 98 pounds. I mean, I lost more and then I gained it again. I mean, it's been a struggle. But anyway, pardon me, scared. My best friend was scared too when she had to take a test or find out what's going on with her, and she was scared of what the results are going to be. It's like, oh my God, please don't tell me bad news. So now I'm going through it. Now I know what she was going through. And I said, because I never went through it before. So I gave my advice. I said, yeah, I understand you're scared, but it's your body, and you need to know what's going on with you so that you can catch it. If it's something that can be treated, and if you catch it early, you might be able to stop the progression before it gets worse, and you end up ahead. But if you keep putting it off because you're scared of the result, then you might reach a point of no return when you finally do get results, and they can say, well, you should have found... I saw this in the video. What is that? Alright, I think I got it. What the hell is that? Butter? How's that? Better? Yeah. Okay, I see it. Alright. And that's another thing too, when I was talking about how I'm always learning. And one thing I forgot to mention is that anytime I do a video, I will always watch myself, and sort of critique the video that I just did to see if I said things that, because communication is mostly listening, to the extent of understanding. That's like a majority of communication is listening, so that I have to listen to what I said, watch what my body language was, to see if I presented it the way I intended to. You know, and then if I said, oh, I shouldn't have said that, or, oh, I could elaborate on that, then I'll do a follow-up video. I said, okay, I want to fix what I said before, or I want to correct something I said before. I'm always doing it. I'm always doing it. So for him to attack me that I'm a voice of authority, and you know, it's just arrogance. It's just arrogance. Because I never claim to be the voice of authority. I'm always listening to others, listening to myself, and say, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Let me do a follow-up and, you know, say, okay, remember I said this? Well, I realize I shouldn't have said it, and this is what I should have said. You know, I do that all the time. Okay, so anyway, I didn't notice that speck on my glasses until I watched the video, you know, and it was standing out like a sore thumb. I said, what the hell is that? I'm sure people are going to notice that. And it wasn't until I saw it through the glasses. And I said, okay, what is that? So anyway. So that's it. And I will let you know what the CT scan result is. And because I want to continue my therapy, I want to be able to stand up again and walk again. You know. So, that's it. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you later. Take care, guys. See you soon. Okay. Bye.